Hello everyone, and welcome to Improve English Through Story. Today, we have an emotional story called Why Help Me? Listen carefully, enjoy the story, and learn English in a simple and interesting way. So, let's begin. The rain was falling heavily that evening. Emma stood near the window of her small apartment and watched the streets outside. Cars moved slowly through the rain, and people hurried home with umbrellas over their heads. She looked at the clock. It was almost 9. Emma was tired after a long day at work. She wanted to make some tea and go to bed, but suddenly she heard a loud sound outside. Someone was shouting, "Help! Please, help me!" Emma quickly opened the window. She looked down at the street. A young man was standing near a broken bicycle. He looked frightened. A few people were walking past him, but nobody stopped. Emma immediately ran downstairs. "What happened?" she asked. The young man looked at her. "My bicycle broke, and I fell. I hurt my leg." Emma looked at his leg. He was bleeding. "Can you walk?" "I don't think so." Emma helped him sit on a dry step near the building. "Wait here. I will call for help." She took out her phone and called an ambulance. The young man looked at her. "Why are you helping me?" Emma smiled. "Because you need help." He looked surprised. "Most people walked past me." Emma looked at the people disappearing down the street. Maybe they were in a hurry. The young man shook his head. "No. They saw me." Emma did not know what to say. After a few minutes, the ambulance arrived. The medical workers checked his leg and said that it was not seriously broken, but he needed to go to the hospital. Before getting into the ambulance, the young man looked at Emma again. "Thank you. What is your name?" Emma asked. "Daniel." "I am Emma." Daniel smiled. "I will never forget you, Emma." Then the ambulance left. Emma returned to her apartment. She thought the story was over. But it was only the beginning. The next morning, someone knocked on her door. Emma opened it and was surprised to see Daniel standing there. He was using a walking stick. "Daniel." He smiled. "I wanted to thank you properly." "You don't have to." "Yes, I do." He gave her a small box. Emma opened it. Inside was a simple silver bracelet. "I can't accept this," she said. "Please. It is not expensive. I just wanted to give you something to remember that one small act of kindness can change someone's day." Emma smiled. "Thank you." Daniel looked at her carefully. "Can I ask you something?" "Sure." "Why did you help me that night?" Emma laughed. "I already told you. You needed help." "No. I mean, why did you stop when everyone else kept walking?" Emma became quiet. After a moment she said, "Because my father once needed help." Daniel listened. "My father was sick when I was a child. One night, he became very weak while we were outside. A stranger helped us. He took my father to the hospital." "Did you ever meet that person again?" "No," Emma smiled sadly. "But I never forgot him." Daniel nodded. "Maybe you became like him." "Maybe." Over the next few weeks, Emma and Daniel became good friends. They talked often. Daniel told Emma that he worked at a small bookshop. Emma told him about her dream of becoming a writer. One afternoon, Daniel asked, "Why haven't you written a book?" Emma looked down. "I don't think my stories are good enough." "Have you ever tried?" "No." "Then how do you know?" Emma smiled. "You sound like my father." Daniel laughed. "Maybe that is a good thing." But Emma's life was not easy. She had lost confidence in herself after losing her job. She had stopped writing because she was afraid of failure. Daniel noticed this. One day, he gave her a notebook. "Write 1 page every day." "What if it is terrible?" "Write it anyway." "What if nobody likes it?" "Write it anyway." Emma looked at him. "Why do you believe in me?" Daniel smiled. "Because someone believed in me when I needed it." Slowly, Emma started writing again. 1 page became 5 pages. 5 pages became a story. And the story became a small book. Months later, Emma finished her first book. She was nervous about showing it to anyone. Daniel was the first person who read it. When he finished, he smiled. "This is beautiful." "You really think so?" "Yes." Emma's eyes filled with tears. "I couldn't have done it without you." Daniel shook his head. "You did it. I only reminded you that you could." Emma smiled. Then something unexpected happened. Her book was accepted by a small publisher. Emma could hardly believe it. The first person she called was Daniel. "I did it." Daniel laughed. "I knew you would." Emma remembered the night they had first met. She had helped a stranger with a hurt leg. She never expected that one small act would change her own life. One evening, Emma and Daniel sat together in a quiet park. Daniel looked at her. "Do you remember what you asked me after the accident?" "What?" "You asked, 'What happened?'" Emma laughed. "And you asked me why I helped you." "Yes." Daniel looked at her seriously. "Now I understand." "Understand what?" "Sometimes people don't need a big reason to help someone. They simply see another person in pain, and they choose to care." Emma smiled. "And sometimes one small act of kindness can come back to you in a completely different way." Daniel nodded. The sun was slowly going down. Emma looked at the sky and thought about that rainy night. She had once wondered why so many people had walked past Daniel. Now she understood something. People are often busy with their own problems. Sometimes they are afraid. Sometimes they think someone else will help. But kindness begins when one person decides to stop. Emma never became famous because of her book. She did not become rich. But she gained something more important. She found her confidence again. She found a true friend. And she learned that helping someone does not always change their life. Sometimes, it changes yours too. That night, as Emma walked home, it started raining again. She smiled. She remembered Daniel's question. "Why did you help me?" Her answer was simple. "Because you needed help." And sometimes, that is the best reason of all. Thank you for listening to Improve English Through Story. I hope you enjoyed this story and learned some new English words. If you like the story, please like the video, subscribe to the channel, and come back for another interesting story. See you in the next story.